Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I was going to do another St. Patrick's Day wreath. And these are the supplies I'm using. I'm going to start by prepping my frame. I'm taking pipe cleaners. They're also called chenille stems. I have 12 of them, and I'm going to start with the crossbar first. And I'm going to put a pipe cleaner on every crossbar. I do wrap them around 2 bars and twist tie them off like a bread tie. So I have 6 on the outside and 6 on the inside. For the inside of the frame, I wrap those around 2 bars as well, in between the crossbars. And this is what it looks like when I'm done. Next, I'm going to go in with my Deco mesh. I'm starting with the green as the base, and I'm just going to give it a fresh cut, a fresh line. And I'm going to pinch it off in my hand, and I'm going to lay it in the first pipe cleaner, and I'm going to do 10-inch poofs all the way around the frame. The green mesh I'm using is the Polypro mesh ribbon. I purchased this from Hobby Lobby. It does say on the label that it is weatherproof, and it is 10 inches by 10 yards. So here I'm just measuring out 10 inches, and I'm going to lay it into the next pipe cleaner, and I do like to fluff the poofs as I go. Once I make my way all the way around the outside of the wreath frame, I'm going to go back into the middle, and I just do it continuously. I do not cut it off, I just keep going. Once I have a poof in every pipe cleaner, I will trim it off. And that last piece I trim off, I just tuck it in a pipe cleaner. Now I'm going to go in with the black and white. I did purchase this mesh from Walmart around Christmas time, and I'm just giving it another layer. So I want it to look very full. I do not want to see the frame. I was using up a leftover bolt of this black and white mesh I had from Christmas time, but I did have a backup. I'm just going back through and making sure that every pipe cleaner has a poof of the black and white and the green. This is where I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with the ribbons. I had the black and white striped, I had this beautiful green, and then I had another gold and white ribbon, and I didn't want to do tails. I thought I did it first, and then I changed my mind. So what I end up doing is I just make a hand-tied bow. You just make it in your hand. Start with the tail up, and you're going to make a loop, bring it around, pinch it and twist it. So here I am with the loop, pinching and twisting, making the other loop, and then I'm going to secure this in the top pipe cleaner. I want the illusion of the ribbon running all through the wreath. So here I'm just fluffing up my bow, trimming up that first tail, and I'm going to take the other tail, and I'm going to let the ribbon tell me where it wants to go. I just kind of pull at it, and wherever it lands, I'm going to put it in that pipe cleaner. This is just a different way to use ribbon in your wreaths. It doesn't always have to be tails all over the wreath. So here I let the ribbon tell me where it wants to go. I'm going to pinch it off and put it in that last pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to make another bow. Okay, so I'm going to make another bow. I did dovetail it. Start with the tail up. I'm going to pinch it, twist it, loop it to the middle, and then pinch it off, make another loop, and then I'm going to place this in a pipe cleaner. I kind of overlap the ribbons, so where I ended with the last tail for the first ribbon, I'm going to start again. Now I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to kind of go towards the middle part of the wreath. Again, I kind of pull at the tail and let the ribbon show me where it wants to go. And this is what I have so far. I felt like it needed one more. Bear with me, folks. I know this looks like a hot mess right now, but it's going to be great at the end, I promise. Anytime I sit down to do a wreath, I know I have my supplies and I kind of have an idea in my head on what I want to do, but sometimes you pivot and take a different approach. Now I'm going to go in with the golden cream or the golden white ribbon. I did purchase that from Michael's. I thought I wanted to do bows just like I did with the green. However, I changed my mind. I said, you know what? I'm just going to do tails, pops of gold here and there. So I'm just finding random spots to put these gold tails throughout my wreath. And I do dovetail each and every tail. Whenever you're making a wreath, it is the little details that does make it stand out. Just like dovetailing the ribbons, adding little embellishments to cover up your mechanics. It's the small, minor details. Okay, so you can see there's no real recipe here. I am just going through and adding the pops of gold with this ribbon here and there, wherever I think it needs to be. Whenever I place my ribbon tails into a pipe cleaner, I do like to bring them to life. I like to kind of fluff them up and bring them up and over. So I guess you could say curl them with my hands. I didn't end up using the black and white striped ribbon because there was a lot of black and white going on already in this wreath, and black and white is a very bold color combination to use, so I actually did not use it at all. Okay, so I just keep going, placing the gold ribbon tails wherever I feel like it needs to be, whenever I am satisfied with it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a step back and really look at the wreath and see which direction I want to go. I had just a little bit of this gold ribbon left, and I did find a spot more towards the bottom of the wreath that I thought it could use and benefit from a pop of gold. So here I'm just stepping back, I'm fluffing up all of my bows and my ribbon tails and seeing exactly which direction I'm going to head next. I had purchased this sign last year. I believe I got it from the Dollar Tree, but I'm not 100% sure. And I was just kind of playing with the placement of the sign. I am going to add 2 different signs to this wreath. Okay, so I decided to add this sign with cloth covered wire. I do have a little hook, I guess you could say, at the top part, but I really need something at the bottom. So I came up with, I thought I was going to staple it. I did not. So I came up with hot glue and a cloth covered wire and a piece of ribbon. So here I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to put this wire on here? So I bent the wire in half, found the middle. I'm going to add a ton of glue and I'm going to put the wire in the glue. Once I get the wire in the glue, then I'm going to cover up the wire on the inside of that picture. I'm going to cover it up with a piece of ribbon. Now I'm getting my finger guards out. I'm getting ready. I just want to cut this ribbon in half, and I'm going to place that on top of what I already have going on. I just want to press it down. Then I go back in with some more glue and another piece of ribbon. This is going to be an inside wreath, so I'm really not too worried about it being weathered, but I don't want that sign to fall off either. This is where I thought I was going to use that pack of shamrocks that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. However, at the end you'll see I only used 2 of them. Okay, so now I'm going to go trim my pipe cleaners. I just twist tie them off, trim it up, and tuck it back down into the wreath. I do add a second little embellishment or sign. This shamrock I purchased from Hobby Lobby last year, so I'm just going to put a cable mount, glue a cable mount on the back, put a wire through it, and I'm going to attach it to my wreath. So here I just feed the floral wire through the Deco mesh until I get to the base of my wreath. Once I make connection with the base, I'm going to flip it over, twist tie the wire off, clip it up, and tuck it back down into the Deco mesh. So I do the exact same thing here with the shamrock. I just feed the wire through the Deco mesh until I find the frame, twist tie it off, trim it up, and tuck the extra back into the Deco mesh. Next, I want to cover up any mechanics that may be showing, and what I mean by that are the pipe cleaners that are around the ribbon tails and the bows. So I have these gold vase fillers. I purchased them from the Dollar Tree, and they're perfect to cover up any mechanics. I just add a dab of glue, and then I place it onto the pipe cleaner. I go around the whole wreath, make sure none of my mechanics are showing, and if they are, I just add this gold embellishment. And it does give it an extra little detail, another little pop of gold. I wanted to add the shamrocks that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I did glue one of the light green onto the Deco mesh, and then when I was looking at the sign that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, I was like, yeah, this could really benefit from one of the really glittery green shamrocks. So I just glue the back of it and place it on top of the sign. Okay, folks, this is my completed project. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.